JUV, NS8B, present and accounted for, Richard. Good evening, everybody on the net. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out here in Menominee, and probably like the majority of us sitting inside watching football, enjoying the warmth in the house, because it's pretty gosh darn cold out there. I don't know what snow we got here. We got 8 to 10 inches, I think, on the big storm Friday night. And now we're just in the cold, but it's January. We knew it was going to happen. Like I say, I'm just watching football here to see, well, I guess the team I go for, the Detroit Lions. Whoever wins the Tampa Bay Philadelphia game will play Detroit in Detroit. That's really something. That's only the everybody's pretty happy about that, and of course you sure can't deny that the Packers had a really good game yesterday too. That was very impressive. They looked really good, so we'll see how it all plays out. And next week is another round of football for our teams. So that's all we got on this round, Richard. We'll send her back to you, and we'll be around for the second call. Back to you from NS8B.
NS8B. Well, we can also talk about the Packers. That's legal today. And so good luck on the Lions, too. That could be, I don't know if they'd ever clash. How did that work? We'll find out later on. Okay, move up to Brian. KD9BVO, KB9JUB. How are you feeling?
Well, thank you, Rich. KB9JUV, this is KD9VVO. And thank you for asking how I'm feeling. I'm feeling really good. Got a little tad bit of a cold, but it's just about gone by now. So, other than that, I'm like everybody else, staying warm. Not going outside unless I have to, but it's not too bad out there. When I was out there Sunday, and it didn't seem to be that bad at all. You know, when the wind's not blowing and the sun is shining as bright as it is, it actually feels pretty doggone good. It reminds you of what winter's all about. But when that sun goes away and that wind starts blowing, geez Louise, then you start thinking about Antarctica. Anyhow, back to you, KB9JUV. This is KD9VVO.
KD9VVO. I walked out to get our paper this morning, and I thought, whoa, this is too dang cold. So I hurried up my steps so I could get out to the mailbox and get back in the house, where I belong. Catch you on the second go. Oh, where we go? Let's try Rick. W9OBB, KB9JUV.
Well, KB9JUV, Richard, good evening to you, and good evening to the Choo net. And this is W9OBB from Green Bay, where I have, it just switched to 0. So I guess we have nothing. And I think they're talking about perhaps 8 below 0. But you know, I remember back in the 70s and in the 60s, I remember negative 25, negative 27. I think they said in 1977, in the month of January, the lowest they got was negative 27. So, well, I can't remember when those days used to be, but I don't know. But I certainly do. I don't respond too well to the cold anymore. I used to go out and play in the snow or play hockey or ice skate, and man, it could be as cold as it wanted to be, and when we were a kid, it didn't make any difference. But well, that's how it goes, you know. Fleet's still alive and still kicking anyway. But yeah, we had to go to a funeral this afternoon. Over in Depeer, and you know, I was surprised. A lot of these roads have glare ice on them yet. they have that layer of ice that the snowplow just, well, I suppose it was the plow picked up the snow, but left behind some of the water, and that water then turned to ice, because when it was snowing, it was like 33 degrees. So, you know, all that moisture now is still hanging around, and they can throw salt on it, but that doesn't really work that well when it's this cold. So then after that, my wife and I went grocery shopping, got some of that done, and yeah, walking back to the car through the parking lot. Yeah, it's cold. It is really cold. So let's see, what else? I'm getting upset with Ashwaubenon and their bulk or large item pickups here that they're supposed to do monthly, the third week. It's been 3 months now since they came by and picked up this junk I got, and I'm getting tired of putting it back in the shed, so I'm calling them tomorrow. And let's turn it back to Richard. Richard, I'll be one and done tonight. I got some other projects going on here, and I will have the radio on. And KB9JUV, this is W9OBB. Thank you, Richard. Good job on the net.
W9OBB. Well, we'll try not to say anything bad about you on the rest of the net. So that should make you feel better. Okay, and you're right. Walking around in parking lots are not fun. And I've got to make a run to a doctor's office in the morning, and that's going to be an awfully cold run. Okay, catch you on second go. Let's move up to Brad. KD9UPE, KB9JUV.
Hello, KB9JUV and the net. This is KD9UPE. Good to hear from you this evening. And we are just got in from hopefully the last trip outside tonight. It's with the wind, as Brian mentioned before. When the wind kicks up and it's nighttime, it feels pretty cold. It's kind of penetrating. So, but as Rick mentioned, I played hockey one night when it was 22 degrees below zero, and we cracked a puck in half. And old Dean Desitel up at the Colburn Park area in Green Bay here, he mounted that puck up. It was up there for a good many years. I don't think it's still there, but all of a sudden you had 4 guys from each team off chasing a half puck. So the cold weather, we just deal with it, I guess. So I'm looking at a map here of a particular portal I'm aware of, and trying to look for an address. So I'm going to keep working at that and listening to the net. Boy, we got a strong signal coming in tonight. It looks like my meter is pegged here on this digital graphical whatchamacallit on this here radio, and the signal is really strong from the repeater tonight. So I'll be around for a second call, Richard. KB9JUV, this is KD9UPE.
KD9UPE. Yeah, it's a strong signal from the one I have contacted so far. No problem whatsoever. Catch you on a second go. Let's see if KD9THZ is available. Brian, go ahead. Brian's out playing hockey someplace. It's too cold out there. Let's move up to Bob. KA9PXG, KB9JUV. How's the Mr. Bob? And no Bob. 2 times in a row, no Bob. I don't remember if he went on vacation or what. Well, we'll catch him later on. Let's see if Earl's around tonight. Haven't heard my buddy Earl for a long time. KB9DSV, KB9JUV. move down to Oshkosh. KC9 Zulu Victor Zulu Lee, KP9 JUV.
KC9 Zulu Victor Zulu. How's everybody doing tonight? We got 2 below. I went out for lunch today. Came home, played radio. Tomorrow I gotta go out and get my hair cut. But I had stress warm. I have a remote starter on my pickup truck. Start that up, let it warm up good. So it's not too bad. So that's the way that goes. And everybody stay warm. I'm only good for one go. So everybody have a good one.
KC9 Zulu Victor Zulu. Hey, I gotta get a haircut too sometime this week. I don't know when. I think I'll just let them grow a little bit longer. Maybe I'll keep my head warm. I don't know, Lee. Catch you Wednesday. Move up to Fred. KC9 ZSR. KB9 JUV. I hope you're on the way mending good.
KB9 JUV and the Choo Net. KB9 ZSR. Excuse me. I haven't talked for a while, but yes, my voice is starting to come back, but it's still a little bit still there. Anyway, yes, it was cold. And I have a parka that I bought LLB quite a few years ago. And it's said to be the kind of parka that the state police in Maine wear. Anyway, it has about 20 pockets in it, so I suppose police always have lots of things to write on. And this one certainly does, but boy, oh boy, is it ever warm. And I went out for the first time really today, and I had to check, I got a whole bunch of snow piled into my driveway from the truck that through the road. Anyway, I just couldn't move it, and I had to ask a neighbor if he would blow it out for me, and he did that, so I'm very grateful for that. But other than that, I haven't really gone anywhere, but tomorrow we're going to have to go and get some food because we're running a little bit low. Anyway, back to you, Richard. KB9, JUV, and the Choo Net. KB9, ZSR.
KC9 ZSR. Well, you sound a little bit better, Fred. Yeah, I gotta go out tomorrow too, and doctor's appointment, then food shopping. Probably stop at the pharmacy depending upon what the doctor says. So it's gonna be cold one. Anyhow, I'll catch you on second go. I don't think Pete would be in his right mind if he was up here now, but we'll find out. KB9PJ, KB9JUV. No Pete. He knows where it's warmer. Let's try Steve, KC9THE, KB9JUV.
KB9JUV, KC9THE. Good evening, everybody. I've got minus 3 degrees here now. And I wonder what it looks like on Lake Winnebago right now for the ice fishing season. I wonder how many inches are growing every night. And I wonder where you'd find that out. So, just the one go as usual. Back to you, Richard.
KC9THE. Well, let's see, there was a bar down on Winnebago. What's the name of that place? Where they check in and measure the surgeon and all that kind of stuff. I can't recall the name of it. Look up taverns in some place, and you'll probably find it. It had a pretty good article in Post Crescent, was it yesterday or the day before, about the ice on Winnebago. And it's not there yet. And they're talking about, getting support for the plows and so on and so forth. They've opened roads up out there, and they're not going to do that yet. It's pretty treacherous. Not thick enough. Okay, got you down here for one. Don't you go out there either. Stay home. Let's try Ed. W9JE, KB9JUV.
Yes, Richard, I am here. I have to come in through the UHF link because I'm having a hard time hearing the Suring repeater today. Anyway, not a whole lot going on here. I did get out and get some food today, so I'm set for the rest of the month. And I wouldn't have gone out if I didn't need to get the food that I got. I would have stayed home, just like I'm going to be doing the next few days, until the temperature gets back above 20 degrees, air temperature that is, and maybe even longer if I can't find my one hat that I like to wear, that I seem to have misplaced somewhere. Where, I don't know, but hopefully I will find it soon. Anyway, I'm just going to be in here for the one, since it is garbage day, so I will say 7-3 for now, and turn things back over to you, Richard. Let you continue on down the line with your list there. KB9JUV and the net, W9JE, and just one go so I can get the garbage out.
W9JE. Well, don't freeze getting that stuff out, Ed. It's cold out there. It's getting colder, too. If you're looking for 20-degree weather, you're going to wait for a while. My temperature just dropped a degree. Now it's -4. And it's going to continue to go on down. Let's see what John's up to. KB9VXJ, KB9JUV.
Hi, Richard. Good evening, everybody. Well, I'm sitting out on the deck of my shorts with my feet up on the railing and cold beer on the hand. Yeah, all right. Well, better to have a smart rear end than a dumb one. You can take your pick on that. Yeah, it's cold here like everywhere else around the neighborhood, as it were. That's a less than pleasant 3 hours moving snow on Saturday, but I clear a lot of space so that I could leave go, but not smart enough to do that, I guess. At least today, did walk the dog a little bit. We didn't go as far as she wanted to, that's for darn sure, even though I was bundled up. Rolled in the snow a little bit. That was her, not me. But even with her, paws get cold. Like, all right, I think a good idea is to go back inside where it's a little warmer. And got the humidifier going now. It's gotten so cold and dry, and it's getting a bit of a workout. I'll be around for a second go. KB9JUV, KB9VXJ.
KB9VXJ. Well, my son and his wife, who moved here from Georgia before winter, before Christmas, they have a pooch. His name is Dixie. My son said, well, he's going to be named Dixie further south. Well, Dixie has one heck of a time trying to figure out all this stuff on the ground in places where it should be, according to the dog. So, boy, they wound up having to scratch an area out in the backyard that satisfied him. I don't know if they're going to keep having to do that every time they get a snow, or every time the dog's got to do his job, or what. I don't know. I'm not going to get involved in that, John. So, catch you on the next go. Oh, where are we going? Well, Larry number 3, KL7, IBV, KB9, JUV.
Oh, good evening, Richard. Everybody else on the net tonight. Yes, it is chilly out tonight, but not as chilly as I've seen it. I may have mentioned this before or told it about the story before, but I was on my way to, boy, I'm not sure. I went to so many places. When I was with the FAA, I just went, it was like every week I was in a different little burg. Wherever they had a radio system, a remote control radio system, the FAA would send me out there to swap out the old two-touch stuff with the new solid-state stuff. Now, this was in the 1970s, and they had tags on them that said that they were ordered in 1962, 1963. So that's how new the solid-state stuff was. But anyway, I got stuck, and I was on my way, I think it was to, probably Fort Chicago. I used to have there. They had a lot of equipment reset. And so anyway, I got caught in the hotel because in Fairbanks I couldn't even get out. They had all the traffic, the automobile traffic shut down because, or not about, I think it was 7 miles an hour or something like that, because there was nothing but solid fog, just frost fog all over. You had almost no visibility whatsoever. So luckily I had the foresight, and I usually did this, to take, I had an old Heathkit hot water 202 that I built in the barracks, actually, and just a little CB, power supply, probably put out about maybe 5 watts, something like that. I don't know, 7 watts maybe. And it just, I just plug a little quarter-wave wick in the back, and I had a 5-2 crystal in there. Gave a call, and somebody answered me. Well, there was a guy, I think I did tell you this. Anyway, the guy in back of me, in through the backyard from the hotel I was stuck in, was a state senator. And he said, come on over. So, so he gave me the directions out of the hotel, how to walk over there. I was cold. It was 55 below. I'm not kidding, 55 below zero. And so we had a nice nice afternoon, drinking coffee, and he was showing me his Hammerland, beautiful Hammerland setup, and what else? He had some Hallicrafters cooking in there, and reset. And there was one other one. Hammerland. He had a national receiver in there somewhere, and I believe he had a KWN2A. That was the newest radio he had. And so anyway, but yeah, 55 below. I can honestly say I've seen or experienced it. There's more to the when I left it. I was in a car accident on the way to the airport. In the cab that I was in, but I'll leave that. We'll let her go for that for tonight. Good to hear everybody. Over to you, Richard. Good to hear everybody on tonight. KL7IB. KL7IBV. 55. That's the speed limit. You twisted that all the way around and put it below. That's cold, Larry. I don't think I want to join you on that one. All righty. We'll catch you on the next go here if you're still around. Let's move up to Wayne. WD9FLJ, KB9JUV.
KB9JUV and the Choo net, WD9FLJ. From fairly cool mountain, I currently have 0.54 degrees. So it definitely is not warming up now. And it looks like it's going to be a little on the cool side for a number of days yet. So we shall see. Otherwise, not too much going on around here, and I hate to admit it, but I'm in the hibernate mode. In other words, I may have to take a nap in between series of sleep segments. We'll be around for a second. WD9FLJ.
WD9FLJ. Don't take a nap in between one go and two go. That's not allowed. All right, catch you on the second go. We are up to Larry number 2, N9OSF, KB9JUV. And no Larry. Well, that's pretty good. We got 13 with myself. And missed a couple of here, but good turnout, really good. And that brings me to the bottom of my list. And I don't know if we missed anybody on the way down. Called KB9JUV. Yeah, it's too cold to be missing. All right. Always back up to W8DYE. If you're still around, go ahead.
KB9JUV and the Choo net. Yeah, I'm still around here, just sitting enjoying the warmth. I'm a man of few words, though. Well, unless I smack my thumb with a hammer and I come up with a few. But anyway, not too much to say other than the weather. It's cold outside and I'm inside, so I'm happy. But with that, I'll hand it back to Net Control again. Say everyone have a good week. And say 73 all from W8DYE. Back to KB9JUV. And good evening.
Okay, Bob. Good to hear from you tonight. And we hope to raise the temperature a little bit. I don't think we're going to have too much success, maybe towards the tail end of the week. I don't know. Catch you on Wednesday. NSHV, KB9JUV.
KB9JUV, NSHV. I'm still here, Richard, and a lot of good comments all around. Of course, I'm enjoying the warmth like everybody else, watching the football game. And right now it looks like the Detroit Lions will be playing Tampa Bay, but there's still a quarter to go. A lot can happen. Actually, there was a safety in the game. I haven't seen one of those in ages, so it's a pretty good game. Of course, speaking of football and ham radio, our club is having our annual, after Christmas party Saturday. Cocktails at 5, dinners at 6. The problem is, I think Green Bay starts around 7 o'clock, so I have a feeling it might be starting a little earlier, or we're going to be chowing down and getting out so everybody can get home and watch the football game. Very understandable, but it'll be a good time anyway around, so that's good. And I hear you stories about kids, and I remember playing hockey too outside. Of course, I grew up across the lake. Literally straight across from Manitowoc, 2 rivers there in a town called Manistee. We didn't get the big 20 below temperatures like you guys did here, but boy, did we get the snow. We would get pounded, in the lake effects there. And playing hockey, we played outside, and I remember having to shovel it. We'd skate along and we'd kind of plow it off to the side and shovel it over the sides before we could play our games. Those sure were the days. And speaking of ice, there's not much ice here on the bay. It's got a long way to go before it'll freeze over. It might not again this year. It's hard to say. So that's the way it is. And I know the sturgeon season down on Lake Winnebago. Hopefully they can get some ice for those guys. But I think that's still a month away. So there you go. I guess that's about all we got, Richard. So we'll send her back to you. Everybody have a good evening. We'll definitely try and get on here for the Wednesday edition. So back KB9JUV from NS73. Everybody have a great evening.
NSHV, KB9JUV. Yeah, they're questioning ice thickness on Winnebago. It's not there yet, and they may be a little slack. They interviewed one of these guys that haul out the cars that go down in the lake, break through the ice and whatnot all, and the guy says, not yet, don't go messing around out there. So I hope everybody listens to him. All right, catch you on Wednesday. KB9BBO, KB9JUV.
Thank you, Richard. This is KB9VBO. Yeah, I imagine that would be quite the temptation, because you could either take your vehicle out there and not have to walk a long ways with all your gear and all your equipment. Just ride right in your vehicle, right out to your spot. Or you could chance it at times and risk losing your vehicle. So that would be tough. That would be a tough one. I don't know. But that's got to be discouraging to have your vehicle go through the ice. Man, oh man, that would be a bum. But other than that, I'm glad I'm better here. My 2 grandsons got really, really sick. Now just my one grandson has that type of virus, RSV thing. But that poor little guy, they've taken him to the ER twice already. They don't have any beds at the hospital here in Wausau. So they just send him home. Hopefully he'll get over that, because I know it's no fun. Anyhow, back to you. This is KB9VBO, clear, and have a good night.
KB9BBO. Well, let's hope that gets much improved. That's not fun. You have some grandchildren that don't feel good or in bad shape or whatever. So let's hope that everything clears off there a little bit for them. And don't go driving out on Winnebago. It's not ready yet. Okay. There we go. 89 UPE, 89 JUV.
Well, hello again, Richard, and Lynette, 89 UPE here. Found what I was looking for in my portal I was looking for, and I will send some of this info off to Brother Rick here in a little bit. So we got that all squared away. And, yeah, hearing about the cold and shoveling the snow and hockey rinks, it brings back the memories tonight. We used to take, you had to shovel and take care of business if it'd flood during the day, and flood the ice rinks in the local park system, but you were on your own taking care of it during the evening. all the kids and old teens have to always be out working away and clearing everything out for games throughout the evening. So yeah, we had lots of fun. So doing pretty good around here. When it took a little four-legged buddy boy out for a ride for lunch, we stopped and had one of our burgers that he liked so much, and it seems to have made him pretty happy. We were batching it today for a while, and so he got to go for a ride with Pa and have a lunch. And he was probably worried about why we were batching it all most of the day, most of the afternoon. So he's happily sleeping right now. Hopefully he won't bug me for any more food for the rest of the night. we had a nice little ride and a pretty good time today. So we're enjoying the evening, and hopefully we'll get through tomorrow with the coldness of the air, and then we'll start going towards the warmer trend. So I'll say 73s to everybody for the evening here. KB9JUB and Choo Net. This is KB9UB. Good to hear from all. Bye-bye.
UPE. All right. Get you on Wednesday if we make it. The airways don't freeze up on us. They should. All righty. So like the rule said one. We're down to KB9 ZSR, KB9 JUV. KB9 JUV in the Choo Net. KB9 ZSR. Well, the coldest I've ever been in is -80. And this is in Philadelphia. Daddy was there, and husband and I get that family were visiting somebody, and we got a call that they got into an accident, and could we come in and get them? Well, I thought, boy, my car, my but my collar cranked a little bit and changed the light. Boy, we went out there and picked them up, and they were about an hour's drive away. But anyway, I don't know, I did what, but the game was just Cowboys. And it was, I was just completely shocked. But you know what? The other team just gave up all of that. Just think the Cowboys interested in playing football anymore. So it was just, yes, I know that you say I know that just so you know, I don't know if the other team really did playing very well. But you know what? I think one time you play the word and the Bible, the Bengals and the Bible. The first game they played, they got that game. And I thought, so that's really good. I think sometimes are. Well, the only time I'm really worried about the car starter. At the high school, it was like either 3 below zero. We just were there, but yeah, they can still go yeah. So we found out some we have big blanket thing. Kept pretty warm. Of course, we had to do something. It was cold. Block out the car. What do you do? That thing was a turnover or not? Well, like, oh, it did. And we went back. Now, we're going up in Appleton, and there's a restaurant. That place was actually people could test it. That guy wanted everybody to celebrate. Oh, okay, Choo on Wednesday. Hey, Richard, well, I expect that, like I heard that other, they make a nice ice out there, but, it was last week or perhaps before it, online, so, yeah, I got how much ice, one guy responded, well, if you go out there, make sure you wear a name or like that, so that, when they come down there, you're going to the water, you should find a little, I got that light of faith, something like that, I got a lot of ice out there, well, I think I'm going to say that with other people, other spots, even on that, there's a lot of open water and stuff, people that can go around over other areas, I think there's going to be a nice ice fishing, well, they come down now, and here, hey, got bigger spots, long range forecast, you'll see some of that, next week, might be looking at a freezing, wouldn't that be wonderful? Already. That's why you got that, Richard, keep it you keep it something like that, Well, I think I can do that. We'll have to do a little night with night anyway. We'll keep her up. Keep her stoked a little bit, and she can kind of rest and we'll get her all we Wednesday night. So, I don't have anything else here, Richard. I think I got some, special part is that I will tell you the Irish tradition. So I'm going to head back into the house at first week. We have some at the rest of the night. So until Wednesday what's my Christmas or birthday present? I haven't tapped that thing yet. So I still got a little bit left in another jar. But I like cashews. And they certainly like me because they keep them pulling out much when you see like too many of them. That's right. Not good either. Okay, that brings me to the bottom of my list. One more time. Did I miss anybody? Okay, KUV. We'll take that as a negative. Good turnout for 13 check-ins with myself. There's Larry number 2 had checked in